what is that like when, when I just break into full body tears for you? I think in the very beginning he thought something was wrong.
Yeah. I think, like a lot of us, I was conditioned to believe that emotions were a problem to be solved. If someone was upset or crying, the impulse or the reaction to it was something's wrong, we should fix this. Or quickly tell them everything's okay, don't cry, to suppress because we don't know how to be with the emotion. And I remember the first few times where London and I were in practice so deep that she would just start weeping. And the first time it happened, it's like my reaction was, oh no, something's wrong. Are you okay? And my own reaction to her opening, like, ruined the moment. Like, I couldn't be with the vulnerability and the openness of that moment because of my own patterning, my own resistance and inability to hold that with her. But through these practices, I developed an awareness to be with emotion, to be with her emotion, such that as emotion started to come up through our practice, through lovemaking, but then even outside of lovemaking, just anywhere, I developed the capacity to be present with it and recognize it. There's no problem there. There's no problem to solve. And I started to see that her open flowing emotion is actually her radiance. It's actually her true beauty. Because when we let emotion run through our body unobstructed, I mean, we're not feeling shame about it and we're not blaming anybody else for why we feel it. There's just emotion. It's beautiful. It's radiance. It's just flowing life force moving through your system. And some of us, human beings, are far more sensitive than others. So as we start to notice that in practice, I began to see that that is beauty. That is radiance itself. And to become capable of holding that not only for London, but also for our daughter, and to raise her in an environment where she could feel free to flow those emotions, not feel shut down or ignored, suppressed. It's a life changing experience. And all of us as adults, most of us didn't grow up that way. We're waking up to it. A large part of what we're learning how to do, though, here is how to give ourselves permission to feel again, permission to feel the truth of our heart. And we have to feel with truth. That's what spiritual awakening is, to feel the moment with truth. But what we're also doing here is learning how to make love through that and recognize that feeling that you have behind each one of those feelings is love. And here, as fire keepers, we develop the capacity to make love through any and all of those emotions. And as a result, our love making becomes infinitely deep, infinitely wide. And you really start to have the experience of, wow, I am loved unconditionally. Because look, no matter what I feel, there's still love here, there's still connection here. But that has to do with you no longer closing or contracting or withdrawing when you feel the feeling, but giving permission for that feeling to flow without shame or blame, and then bringing it to the relationship. And that's been a long journey for us. It's been many, many years to cultivate these skills and retrain my own nervous system. But that is our essence, that is our nature. And when we wake up to that, lovemaking becomes profound.